Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to Board Game Night and to Battlestar Galactica. We're not sure if Shylon is a Shylon this time or not. But I am joined, as you can tell, by Shenrir.
Hello.
Briarstone.
Greetings.
Marbazir.
Hi, everyone.
And Quill18.
Mr. No
Hey,
Lips.
folks.
And
Hey, there's a reason we dumped you on another planet, and therefore you didn't get your first
Oh, it's
turn.
actually my turn now.
No, it's Apollo.
No, it's mine.
Oh, yeah, right.
He got exec.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah, you're right.
ordered.
Indeed. Right, so first thing I do is I grab my cards.
With a nice rolling R in there. Some more misdirection from the fact that you're Cylon. You and Shen. I know how it is.
So if
Someone
gotta
has
trust
to
those
be
pilots.
eventually.
if he uses his CAG ability on the raider at the rear, or not the raider, on the what are they called?
Viper.
Viper at the rear. Can he move upwards and shoot with that guy, or can he only just move?
Just one action.
Okay.
It's also worth noting, if he did activate the Viper at the rear, he could have the Viper escort off a civilian ship.
I
Right.
would just
Which
like
is
to
something
point
that
out
we
that the
often
Heavy
neglect.
Raider is still there.
Well, yeah, but activating his CAG ability to activate an unarmed Viper doesn't help shoot the unarmed, the heavy Raider anyway.
Yeah.
His options are either he can move the existing Viper up, he could launch another Viper, or he could escort a civilian off. And that's a free action, so that's a no-brainer. Also, did you draw your cards? Oh, yes, you did. Good.
Yep. I'm just having a look at them now.
Now, one thing he could do is he could launch that Super Viper. It'll stay out for the next jump, right?
That's right.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, well,
And every time we've activated a Viper... Hold on. How did this one unarmed Viper get on the board anyway? Oh, yeah, we haven't jumped yet. Never mind. Derp.
yeah, we haven't jumped.
It's just been a while. We were talking about jumping, so I have it in
We'll
my
jump automatically after one more.
head. Mm-hmm.
Right. Assuming we get the right crisis.
Right.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
I'm going to use my CAG ability. I can just launch a Super Viper. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so
that
you are
makes
using your ability
sense.
to activate an unmanned Viper. That includes launching Vipers, and you can choose either a Super Viper or the Super Raptor.
Which one would be the best one to launch at this point? The Super Raptor? Or
I think the Viper the Raptor, which is the yellow thing, really has to come out at some point, because its advantage is it stays out when we jump. So you really want to have it out before the first jump.
Okay.
That way, in the future, it's still already there. We've saved ourselves some deployment time.
You know what? I'm going to deploy it here. Because it's basically a normal Viper, so it's not as strong as the Super Vipers, but it has the same ability of escorting someone off the board, so I can use that to.
That is
get
true,
over
although,
there.
as an alternative, if you put it in the forward section, if this heavy Raider moves, it's going to move to the forward jump bay, and you
Oh.
might want to have something there ready to blow it up.
Good
Yeah,
point. Good point.
I'm saying your logic is not wrong, but here's an alternative.
Well, it hasn't moved yet. No, I'm gonna go with my initial plan because I do want to try and get these guys off the board if I can to avoid problems. Now, my actual turn, I'll just go ahead and attack this Viper in front of me.
Viper.
Raider.
The normal
Sorry, I
Raider.
keep getting them the wrong way around. Yeah.
Are you a
Wait.
So,
No.
what are you attacking?
I'm gonna go for the heavy Raider.
Viper.
Going for the heavy
Yeah.
Raider.
I
Come on.
just said there's a Heavy Raider still, and you
Oh,
still didn't want to
fail.
attack.
Oh, so
Of
much.
course, this time he
fail.
doesn't roll an 8.
Because you all put so much pressure on me, damn it.
There's fail, and then there's
Does
Yeah,
not
keep
perform
telling
under
yourself
pressure.
that.
Okay, so
Keep telling
that was
yourself.
my.
How many times did
my-
you say you shot down those raiders?
Mhm.
Shut your mouth, Shenrir. Or is it
Here's what's
Shylon?
interesting. I mean, why wouldn't you escort something off? Or
He wants them to die.
I mean, getting the Super Raider out is good, but
Um,
yeah.
I
And you didn't listen to
think
me.
about that, honestly.
I was correct. I had the best move. I'm always right. And you didn't listen to me, therefore you must be a Cylon.
Is not listening to you really proof of being a Cylon? What if you're the
is to me.
Cylon? Because then not listening to you is proof that you're a human.
Well,
Actually,
Cylons are
you guys think
contrarian,
about it.
so...
You're not wrong, but you're wrong.
Think about it for a second. None of us are in the same room, and yet we can hear each other's voice. Does that make us all Cylons?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Very
technically.
much. Yeah, I think so.
All right, Dryer Crisis.
But
get
just
this
to
show on the
clarify,
road.
when that Raider moves down to the back, it has to attack the Viper, doesn't it?
That's right.
It can't attack the civilians.
That's
but the
true.
Viper could
Yeah.
have escorted some civilians off the map right now.
Yeah. I'm saying leaving the Viper in the rear area is great.
Wouldn't
I
that
would have escorted
move
one of the
Viper
civilians
off
off
the-
instead of launching the yellow one.
Wouldn't
we
that
jump,
Or
the
if you were going to launch a
civilians
yellow
still
one, I would have put it
outside,
in a
right?
position to protect against the heavy. Where you put the yellow one is like the only location where it's really not contributing anything whatsoever. In, the way I'm looking at it.
But wouldn't the Viper at the back move off with the shipment, like go back into the hangar or something? Or
No.
does it just sit there? Like it
just sits
literally just removes the civilian ship.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Like, bye-bye.
Yeah, so you don't need the extra. And if you were thinking that you did need, if it did disappear, then that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
that was why I moved the Viper down so I could move it up on the next turn, and then basically
Yeah, it doesn't disappear. Only the civilian ship goes away.
Because when you said that this one stays out through a jump, I assumed that was the only thing that was its main thing, that it didn't have to move off the board when other things did. But okay, I've now got the crisis card. Is that right?
Yep.
Because that's literally my turn down now. Okay, good. Crisis.
You did draw your cards for the turn, right?
Yeah, that's already done. So bump.
Uh-oh.
That's not
No
good.
jump. Pass, no effect, fail.
Oh.
And I'm in command.
Location.
Do we have anyone in command?
I am.
Yeah. So we
On
need
the bright side,
Oh, yeah.
I
you
have
are.
nothing but green and purple.
Okay.
I can
so
assist a fair bit.
Yeah, I can help with this too.
All right. What's the
I can,
difficulty? It's only
maybe
six. So it's
help a
actually
bit.
not that high of a difficulty for us, but yeah.
So I'm going to add to the skill check from the deck of destiny. The first person to contribute a card will be the chief.
Okay.
Chief Marpulseer.
You added 2 cards, yeah?
From the deck of destiny, not
Oh.
myself. You're the first
Right.
player to put in
Yeah,
cards.
I'm the first. So, who helps to plan how much?
Sorry.
I can help a lot if need be.
I can help pretty much.
It's only
I can help a lot too.
6.
Like if
I'm
need
going
be,
to
I can solo pass the check.
I'm going
I
to
prefer
skip
it in,
that.
though.
I'm not adding anything. So, next.
Wow. Really? Really,
Yep.
Cylon Galen Tarot?
I only have
Wow.
1 card that can help like a tiny little bit, and it's a super useful card.
All right,
Otherwise,
I'll put in some then. There you go. Done.
Okay.
And how would you describe your contribution there, Shen?
I could pass on my own.
All right.
Oh, as in just like. Okay. All right. That's very good.
I have nothing to contribute, so I'll look intently.
I'm going to put in a card that helps a little bit more just in case. It doesn't really cost me very much, so I think it's probably fine. Move to skill check. That's what I want.
Reasonably speaking, then.
and as Will said earlier, overshooting skill checks is one
Yeah,
of the biggest
true.
mistakes humans
True,
tend to
but
make.
So-
you didn't contribute at all.
But
Yeah,
why would I
I just-
contribute? My main thing is a green. If anything, I can spike it if you want me to. I mean, blue, not green. I'm an engineer.
That's-
I'm the only engineer here.
You've got 2 leadership and 2 engineering. You should have a decent amount of greens there anyway. But anyway.
Yeah, but 2 people said they can contribute a lot. Why would I contribute the 1 card that I can contribute that helps barely anything, but is an extremely useful card otherwise?
I have one more
Apollo,
to say.
you're
It's a
probably
much
fine.
more
I know.
useful card by an order of magnitude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you
so-
got to keep it.
You guys, are you reasonably certain you've passed this? Because I can contribute one thing.
I'm going to
That
say don't
would-
worry about it. It sounds like Shen put in a lot, and I helped a little bit, and there are plan Bs.
Okay. No, that's fine then. I'll skip.
Okay, so I need green and purple. Yeah, so that's Dratus Contact. That'll spawn some more stuff. So that's +2, +6. That's just another skill check. Okay,
There we
+8.
go.
So we just passed it perfectly. I mean, 2 over, but that's not overkill.
That's fine.
That's very smooth. So that's the other treachery card. So both treachery cards have gone from the deck of destiny. They were both zeros, which is nice.
Okay.
This established network probably came from the deck of destiny because it really didn't do anything unless Shen was trying to do some weird misdirection by
you
playing
know
a
it.
card that
You
was
know
worth
it.
0.
Weird
And actually would have hurt us. So, okay, Dratus Contact, we get 2 Raiders in front of Galactica. 1, 2. And other than that, we pass.
Hooray! Which means no effect.
Whoa!
And we get to. Is that launch 3 new raiders?
It is. In addition to the Dratus Contact one. So we've got
Wow.
6 Raiders and a Heavy Raider out front.
Can I just suggest something? We should jump as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Or nuke. Do remember, if we jump, it just moves them off to the Cylon fleet board.
But they'll be off the screen.
Yeah, but they'll come back
Wait,
and they'll
but
have friends.
doesn't it always? Is there a difference? If we auto jump,
No, yeah, it
they
doesn't
not
matter
work?
how we jump. They'll get to the Cylon fleet board.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
point
yeah.
is, it may be a good idea to destroy some of them,
Oh,
so that
okay,
if they
okay.
don't just come back, exactly as is, plus a bunch of extra
Yeah,
friends.
we've been
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
lucky.
Trim these
That
numbers.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I would
We've
like
been
to.
pretty lucky that the heavy raider has not been activated.
This
Yeah.
is true. I would like
That
to point
being
out
said-
that of all the talk with the nukes, whenever the nukes start to be talked about, we always have Apollo right there.
Yeah, it's my life's goal to nuke Apollo.
Right, there you go. There you are.
It is
Wait,
the
that-
Chief's turn.
The heavy raider also returns back to the Cylon fleet board, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
All the enemy ships leave. All the Vipers, including the Super Viper, return to the hangar. The Super Raider stays out, and the civilian ships stay out.
Right. Hold on. I'm just drawing my cards.
I will say, if you did XO me, I would be nuking. So I'm not saying
Okay.
you have to or anything like that. You may not want to for all kinds of different reasons. Just opening it up as a possibility.
All right then. Well,
Also have
hold
some
on.
stuff
Let me
that's
consider.
damaged.
Let me consider my options. I could also move the weapons control and try to shoot it.
Yeah.
Probably a good move.
Wait, what kind of difference does it make when you use a nuke? What do you have to roll with a nuke to destroy the heavy raider versus what you have to roll with weapons control?
So this is the admiral card. If you nuke an entire space area,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you roll to see what happens. It's almost guaranteed to destroy a base star, no matter what.
Right.
Even on the 1 to 2 thing, damaging a base star twice is actually a good chance you'll get a crit, which will kill it. And then if you roll an 8, it destroys everything in that space area.
Okay, so if you want to destroy the heavy raider with a nuke, you have to roll an 8.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you also, if you target it specifically from weapons control, you also have to roll an 8.
No, a 7 or an 8. But
Okay,
then
so
the
it's
only thing you kill
actually
is that.
easier to destroy it with weapons control than with a nuke.
If your only concern is the heavy raider, then yes, that's true. But
Well,
there's
I
7
think it is
goddamn
because,
ships in there.
I mean, if we don't destroy it and jump, it will come back anyway.
Yeah, but so will everything else. All right.
True, but I mean, the heavy raider is one of the easiest ways to lose once it boards you, because once it boards you, it's very hard to kill the whatever these things are called.
Centurions.
Yeah, Centurions. You have to roll like 8 or something.
Okay. Well,
A
you
7 or
do
an 8, same
what
thing.
you think is best.
Well, hold on. I still got, we still got 2 damaged Super Vipers, right?
Okay, but
I mean,
how
you should
much-
always.
If I have a repair card, I could still play a repair card and then
Yep.
do an action.
That's right.
Except I wouldn't be able to move, but I can
That's
play
right.
2 action cards right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use a repair card, like so, to move 2 damaged Vipers to reserves,
Yeah, that's always
and
nice.
then discard it, and then I will use executive orders on Quill.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's
Right.
the card I was
Nice.
talking about, by the way. So it
Powerful.
would have added
Oh, that you
plus
didn't
1.
want to trash. Yeah.
Pray to your god, Apollo.
Oh no.
Discard.
Someone rename
no,
your
the
one
thing
skill
is-
follow.
Quill's turn.
The thing is, I actually, as much as it's going to suck to be sent to sickbay again, it's better for us if he does roll an 8.
Yeah. It does suck if I do roll the 8, it permanently destroys a Super Viper.
Oh, permanently destroys as well. Well, we've got
yeah.
3.
We
But
got 3
again,
more.
he's
That's
going to
fine.
wipe out a heavy raider, 6 raiders, and a base star. It's a good exchange,
on,
no matter
lucky
how
eight.
you look at it.
I have 2 actions. As my first action, just to build up some drama, I'm actually going to launch a scout because I want to
good.
do a destination check
Okay.
before. So I'm going to look at the top 2 destinations.
Destiny.
Draw to hand, draw to hand.
destiny.
I put 1. Yeah, that's what it does, right? I have to roll
You
first,
have to roll
actually.
first? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to, if I don't roll 3 or higher,
Risk 1 Raptor to roll
There
and
you go.
die.
then it's fine.
Mhm.
And then I put 1 at the top, or no. Hang on, I'm fucking this up. I'm getting confused because of Briarstone's thing with the destination before.
Yeah, if you
hold
roll
on,
3 or
both
higher,
those at
you
the bottom.
don't destroy
You just
it.
blame it on me.
Yeah, because what happens is I look at the top and then I choose to either put it at the top or bottom. I don't draw the top 2. I just look at 1 and then choose whether it stays at the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to draw 1. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, I should show people. This is not what I want to leave on the top. It's relatively fuel efficient, but horrible in all kinds of other ways.
What is
Where-
it?
so-
I'm
where
not
do you see
seeing
it?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I drew it to my hand,
Gotcha.
and I've decided that is not the card I want to have at the top of the destination jet. deck.
Okay. I mean, the
So-
next time we jump, the mission specialist will get to draw 2 destination cards, right?
Three actually.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that try to minimize how many bad ones there were.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
and maybe I
got a
shouldn't have,
choice
because the other
between
alternative is
good
I could have
ones, that's
activated
great.
2 Vipers here, which actually I could have activated the rear one twice and moved 2 dudes off. Especially since we do have a mission specialist. Actually, in hindsight, that would have been much stronger.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Poop. Oh well.
So now do
It
you
is-
use a
it's
nuke
still good.
or do something
Oh well,
else?
I
I
nuke.
just wasted a bunch of things, and you rolled a 3.
No,
Wait,
I
was
was
that a
one
new
play
draw?
card. Hold on.
Wow.
I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm not looking at the math. It was always my intention to use, if I can bring up my goddamn hand, a strategic planning, which
Okay.
adds 2 to my dice roll. Technically, I'm supposed to put that before I roll. I have
So
no
this is
idea. If
trying to cheat.
going from it literally makes no difference. It just wasted a
Yeah,
card.
it makes no difference.
Okay.
But that's why I wasn't looking at the chart. It was my
Okay.
intention to use it.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Fair enough. If I was genuine, I'm not looking.
Yeah,
I
fair
don't know
enough.
how to play the card. Yeah, no, that's fine.
But hey, you destroyed a
that
base
sucks.
star.
What
I
did you
did
do?
destroy Base Star.
Coming from you, Avak, after wanting to attack Heavy Raider like 5 times and failing every single time.
Shut your mouth, you.
All right, and that is it for the executive order. So now it's back to Chief for his crisis.
All right.
Okay, so now I draw a crisis. Cards, crisis, and
How
here
bad
it
could it
comes.
be?
Now jump.
What is it?
I should use command.
Oh man.
Labor dispute. President chooses.
Ooh,
-2
Decrease
morale.
jump.
on the plus
Wow.
side,
Wow.
good time
Huh.
to not have a base star anymore because it can't launch its missiles.
That is true. It will put some stuff on the silent board. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Holy
I'm
crap.
strongly suggesting taking the hit on the fuel and then increasing the jump prep because
It's-
that means we auto jump and we're
No,
done.
it's decrease.
Increase.
Decrease.
Oh, decrease.
Yeah. It's -1
Yeah.
fuel and decrease the jump preparation.
All right, President. What do you say, Madam
So
President?
this is
So,
the choice between like cancer and AIDS.
so the problem is it's very hard. It's very uncommon to get more fuel. And if you run out of fuel, then you can't jump, and that's really rough. That being said, running out of morale is also a very common way to lose. We haven't lost either one of them yet.
We don't have
The-
more morale than fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
look
and
at
the
it that
president
way.
can get quorum cards to increase morale by making a rousing speech. There is, I think, a crisis that can maybe give you fuel. I'm not sure. I know there's a destination that can also offset your
I mean,
fuel loss.
well, when
The
we-
way I see it, I think fuel is way more important because you literally can't win the game without using fuel. It's
Yeah.
like a requirement, but you
We're gonna
can
have
without
to-
using morale. It
we're gonna
just
have to make
depends on the
several
cards
jumps,
that we get.
and every jump we make uses fuel. It
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
spend any morale, so we might as well lose the morale.
And I also don't like decreasing the jump.
Oh yeah,
rate.
that's awful.
Yeah.
So
But
na-
the
right now
president
with
chooses,
10
not
morale,
us.
Yeah,
Madam
no, I'm
President.
gonna get on my little microphone and I'm gonna say that yeah, we are. I would prefer to jump.
Mm-hmm.
You're all losers.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get off the microphone.
I mean, there's a labor dispute. You're basically telling them, "I will shoot you in the head unless you keep working."
Oh, that works too.
So what do you do then?
Or maybe that's just me.
President chooses. Yeah, I'm going to go for the -2 morale.
I was gonna say
Okay.
if he has any other idea in his head, Quill could just take presidency right now and be like,
Can
I
he?
choose.
It's actually an action, but yeah.
Oh, it's an
Yeah.
action.
He
Yeah,
has
he
to do
can't.
it
He can't.
from-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can't do it randomly.
darn.
That would be a bit overpowered if you could.
Yeah,
do
it
just
would be
completely
like,
random.
no, executive veto. I am now the executive, as it happens.
I still
So-
find it very awesome that I could take admiral title from him and he can take the president title from me. It's
Yeah.
just
How
Yeah,
can you
funny.
take the admiral title
It's a
from me?
standoff.
How do you
A
take
quorum
the
card.
admiral? Oh yeah, right. Nice. Now, because it is Cylon or base stars fire missiles, and there's no base star on the board, that means the current player, Chief, roll a d8. We're going to be adding a base star to the Cylon fleet board.
Please not 5 or 6.
roll a D8.
5 or 6 would be good.
Wait, why?
Oh wait, no, it's not a clockwise thing. Sorry, I see. This is they will enter our board on the tile that they were on the Cylon board, won't they? It's not like it's moving.
That's
up
right.
Clock. Yeah, I get it.
Correct.
So just roll an 8-sided die just for a location.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Roll now.
It doesn't matter, but don't screw it up.
Chief?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm supposed to roll.
Yes,
Yeah, it's your
You
turn.
roll.
Right.
So we're waiting.
3. There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Uh,
So that's going to
Sorry
go in
about that.
position 3, which is in the northeast, which is
I was totally
fine.
expecting someone else to roll. I don't know why.
All right.
This also advances the pursuit track to the first level. The CAG must place 1 civilian ship on the board. It's got to be somewhere where there's no civilian ship already.
Okay. Right. Well,
And this is the other
actually,
reason we have to start farming these things off pretty
That's
quickly.
useful.
I'm really
So I just
pissed I
drag
didn't
them down.
activate command.
Thunk.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Perfect.
Okay.
Pretty smart. I like it.
It's good.
Go Hilo. Draw your cards.
Okay. Oh,
This
get
one
rid of
goes
that.
this-
Join us, Hilo, and actually start
Get rid of
helping
that
us rather than
crisis
holding
card.
us
There
back.
we go.
Like the ball and chain.
Yeah.
Well,
Hilo might
Excuse
want to
me?
FTL us.
Oh, it's at the start of my turn. I get to move my icon to the hangar deck. There you go.
Yeah, I think FTL might be a pretty good
Hooray!
idea.
All right. So let's see what we got here, so I can show my viewers my cards.
what level of jump trap are we on?
We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're at the -1.
Possible without
Alright.
So
auto
we
jumping.
might auto jump on this crisis, but we might not.
Yeah.
And even if the crisis is a jump icon, it's not necessarily bad for us to jump first and then get the jump
Mm-hmm.
icon anyway. They're always good. Another possibility conceivably could be to XO me, and then I would activate command twice, which would actually clear all the civilian ships off the board completely. I think. Well, no.
I just
It'd
had a
be like
brilliant
2
idea.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
For
brilliant idea?
Shin. The great idea for Shin. You can't tell us what cards you have, but you just describe them to your viewers.
The cards I have are colorful. I have some green cards, some purple cards, some red cards. They have
Some
some
cards
very
One
with
says
pretty,
legs.
something about being a Cylon.
they're very pretty graphics on them. One of the cards I have actually has Quill's character on it, and he's quite handsome in this picture, I must admit.
Interesting.
So
All
he
right.
has a mustache.
So
Does he have a mouth?
Wow,
no
he's
Cylons don't have
escalated
mouths,
from
come
not
on.
having an upper lip to not having a mouth. Like, wow. Okay.
all right, I am going to opt to jump. That's my goal right here.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
move
like it.
myself
Makes
to
sense.
FTL control, and we're gonna
I
try
like
to jump.
Oh, so when
Okay.
you actually enter the board,
Hmm?
at the start of your second turn, place your character on the hangar deck. Oh, right. So you do get your move. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. You just start in the hangar
Yep.
deck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for FTL control, if we
You
succeed,
roll.
we don't even lose the 1 pop, do we?
That's right. You need a 7 or 8.
All right, you guys ready to succeed?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
absolutely ready. My body is ready.
I didn't succeed.
Cylon confirmed.
Well, you can
I'm
reroll
ready.
if you want, right?
Yeah, anytime during my turn, if I
Now-
die, I can re-roll.
Okay,
But I have
roll
to.
it.
I will say, most likely you want to re-roll this, but for the sake of argument, you will be drawing a crisis. Conceivably, the crisis or something might require a roll. Like
Nah.
a bunch of
Well,
ships
require
might
rolls.
shoot at Apollo.
Nah. We're gonna re-roll.
But I would re-roll
Save the
this.
people, Shen.
You know, not many people care about Apollo. I mean, we try to
Oh,
nuke.
for again.
Well, that didn't make any difference at all.
Okay.
So we lost 1 pop,
Hey,
The dice is stuck.
Oh no!
but we
You just
jump.
killed 1 million people with 1 roll of a dice.
Well
How
done.
do you feel about yourself?
Can we like pick up the pieces and make fuel out of it?
yeah.
The people? Are you saying?
Yeah. Listen,
I think there's one ability that
I'm pretty sure
some
you can do
character
that.
has an ability that allows him or to sacrifice population for fuel.
listen.
Mhm.
My mom says
for any
it's not
resource, in fact.
whatnot, you know?
Oh, yeah,
That's,
yeah, for any
um,
resource.
What's his name?
Serious
The
battle. Fuel. Right. Okay. So the Vipers move off the thing there back in the hangar, correct?
Tom Zarek. That's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking.
And that means where am I?
You go back to the
Doesn't
hangar
the
bay.
Super Viper stay?
No, only the Super Raptor.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
How do I get the
What?
pilots off it?
That's
There we are. Okay.
how.
I am back in the hangar. Hey, Chief.
They
What up?
different names, honestly.
And I
Let's
think
always get them mixed up.
Shylon has a crisis.
All right, crisis
So
time. You
change
guys
your
ready?
label.
I think you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Crisis
It's
cards.
born ready.
My body was ready earlier, and what was this?
Unexpected reunion.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Before we do this, and therefore before we forget, as we always do, we
Okay.
need to draw destination cards.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah,
so that's up to Lee. Adama.
God, you're right.
Oh, yeah, it's me.
Havok, draw 3
Right.
destination cards.
So, cards. Destination. Now,
If you are human, generally speaking,
I
you
draw
want
them
the
into my into
Into
my
your hand.
don't I? Yeah.
And you're going to be putting 2 at the bottom of the deck, and 1 you're going to throw into the middle.
Save the
Generally
good-
speaking, we want the highest distance whenever possible.
Okay.
That is the route
Yeah.
to success. Every now and again, there might be an argument for something else, but usually it just means you're a Cylon.
Well, I think the number 1 priority is to move as far as possible, and the number 2 priority is like fuel efficiency, if it's
yeah.
a consideration.
Yeah, I would say
It's like a secondary consideration.
But highest destination or distance tends to be fuel efficient by itself. Too,
Yeah, yeah.
so-
But I mean, if you have like free destination for free fuel or free destination for 2 fuel, then it's better for 2 fuel, obviously.
Right.
we mentioned that fuel is a way that we might lose. Is that right?
Yes.
No, any resource. If any resource goes down to 0, then we lose.
Are you saying that you have
true.
3 cards in front of you and they all use like 10 fuel?
No. Quite.
I think he's saying that one is maybe an fuel mining operation.
Oh,
Yeah.
There are some
it's called.
rolls on some cards.
It's one of those toughies. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I know what card you're
I mean-
talking
I mean,
about.
it's
There are cards
basically
that allow you
planning-
to sacrifice something to
Here-
like roll
here's the
and
thing.
maybe get fuel.
The
basi-
only time fuel gets to be a problem is if we happen to get a bunch of crises that eat it, or we routinely jump for 2 or less. That's the
Yeah.
only time fuel would be tight. If we're
Give
jumping
us
for 3,
that.
usually we won't run out.
I think jumping for 1 is always bad, regardless of how good the card might be otherwise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
and in fact, I think there's even a card in there. I don't know where it is, but isn't there a card that gives us 4 in the distance? But then again, it also costs us. Oh no, that's not 4 in the distance.
I don't know. I don't
Right.
know if there's anything with
Oh,
fuel
no, it's-
distance.
3 in the distance, but it costs you 4 fuel because it puts
Oh,
you
okay.
up 2 on the jump prep.
One quick
Mhm.
question.
Oh.
Some of these have icons that look like base stars on them.
That's probably from the expansion that it's from.
Okay.
It doesn't mean none of those will launch a base star. At the very bottom of some of these cards, like if you look at the treachery pile, that card that's face up, the bottom right's got a little a raptor there. That's because it comes from a certain expansion.
Okay. Well,
Most likely, that's all it is.
and the use of 1 fuel is implicit. Is that right, or is it based on the card?
The
It
card
always tells you on the card.
Based on
Right.
the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can we have more than 8 fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can. Okay. Well, it's a hard choice, but I feel that this is gonna be the best one that I can play. And I mean, it could go either way. I realize that, but I feel that this is planning for the future. So I put the
It's
one
just
that I
gonna
want
hurt.
down, and then I put the others.
At
How
the
do I
bottom of the deck.
deal with the others? All right. Okay.
Right click.
You know, it's hard to screw this up, but just to say, don't screw this up.
Not picking a distance of 3.
1 is always bad, no matter what.
Okay. So where do I put it in the destination?
Like
Yeah.
1 is bad by
Yeah.
default.
Well, maybe it's too late now. I put the others at the bottom. Hopefully,
What a fuck!
this is going to
Absolutely
be-
a Cylon. 100%.
Yep.
100%.
Pretty
This
much.
Is, no. Holy crap! Where's that little
Why?
right click on someone to flag them
That's
as
pretty
a
much the
Cylon?
worst card you could possibly
Literally
play.
the only.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
It
pretty
doesn't-
bad.
How much
Well,
did
it
we
doesn't
emphasize
feel-
distance every
You
time?
just confirm yourself as a Cylon.
And the only way we gain fuel here is by trashing a Viper.
Yep.
Brig this guy. Brig him instantly.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I'm on it.
Instantly.
I'm on it.
You are all terrible people. I literally was just.
We told you several times, 1
deliberating
is always
over it.
bad no matter what the card says. I said that 3
Fuel
times. 1
efficiency
is bad by
as-
default.
No, you're trying to sell it,
As-
and I appreciate the effort to try to sell it, but you
Yep, you're a
100% did this move to bonus.
You're not going to
Who
convince
gave you
anyone
mission
here.
specialist?
I
The
said
president
there's no
did.
way to screw this up,
Goddamn
but don't screw this
president.
up. This is definitely a screw
Think of
Yep.
it this way: the president
This
gave him
is
mission
totally
specialist
not.
as one
It
of
doesn't
as,
use fuel and allows us
There's
to
no
gain
way you're going to convince anyone here. We said several times that 1 is always bad no matter what the card says.
Breyer. I'm pretty sure
Well,
gave him mission
we are.
specialist as an opportunity for him to show his hand as a Cylon, and he did.
I should declare martial law.
You can martial law it.
You're all
Actually,
terrible people.
What's my ability?
Let
My
it
ability
pass
is
several times.
oh no, I don't
So
have
that's
that.
the end of Hilo's turn.
I don't
Oh
have
wait, no, it's not quite, because that was the jump. Now we have to do the crisis, which we haven't
Yes.
done yet.
Crisis time. Wait, did you sacrifice a raptor to get fuel? Yes or no?
I don't think I will. We
Viper.
still have full fuel. We've scooched up a bit. We've already lost a Viper. It's a Viper, right? Not a Raptor.
It's a
Yep.
Viper.
Yeah.
You're right.
Quill.
I mean, we probably will end up with extra Vipers in the end. I don't know.
I think
You
the
know
fuel
what?
will be worth it because we might be
Yeah.
able to discard some fuel later on a crisis to avoid
And
a big
apparently
penalty.
now we're gonna have to jump at least one extra time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Quill.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that your wife there has basically all the lips needed to make up for your lack of lip.
Yeah, that actress definitely went a little heavy with the collagen.
All right, so crisis time.
right.
Unexpected
Yeah.
reunion. We get to
Super
use politics, leadership, and tactics on this check.
Mhm.
It's a check of 8s, and if we pass, it's no effect. If we fail, we lose morale, and I lose all my skill cards.
Mhm.
Just for effect, how many skill cards do you have?
I have 8 skill cards.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
don't let. And the morale is already bad. We've lost one,
I can
so
help with this.
or 2 actually.
Yeah, how
it's
much can
required.
everyone help with this?
I can
believe I
help
can help.
quite a bit. Hold on, I need to read one of these cards. It says 0.
I'm gonna assist. I can assist in an indirect way. I won't contribute a card to the check, but I can still help to improve our chance of succeeding.
Sounds good.
I
I can help
can't
quite
do
a bit
it now.
regardless.
Okay,
I can
looks
help
all
quite a
right. In any case, we're gonna put 2 cards from the deck of Destiny, and the first person to contribute is Laura Roslin.
How
I
how
will
desperate
stare
are you not to
intently
discard
again.
your hand? In other words, how desperate are we to pass this at all cost?
Well, losing morale would be really bad, and he's got 8 skill cards. That
Oh,
would
yeah,
be really,
right. You're right.
really
Okay.
bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and I can only look intently at you all in hopes that you can pass this.
Yeah. Notice how Avek isn't saying anything anymore because he's obviously a Cylon. He's
You've
not
all
getting
been
involved
mean
in
to
a
me.
group
I'm just sat here
conversation.
thinking, you're all
You're
jerks.
obviously a silent.
You remember all
The
those
only way
times I went to
did
nuke
that
Apollo?
was
Avek
That's
doing-
why.
If you completely didn't pay attention to what everyone said.
You know what Avek's doing? He's going through his piloting cards looking for the largest 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's okay. I don't have any 5 and 6 piloting cards.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
full
It's
story,
gonna get
bro.
spiked hard.
The only redemption Avak you
So-
have is the fact that whether or not you had 3 cards there and they all had a destination of 1, which I doubt.
I mean, I can't explain what they were because of the rules. I really do wish
That's
I
right.
could, but playing by the
That was
rules,
the only
I
possibility.
can't redeem myself.
Let me
So-
tell you, I'm really
sad.
happy that the card I put at the bottom of the deck, I did. In hindsight, like I was all complaining, oh, I wish I'd commanded instead. No, I'm so happy I took that card and shoved it at the bottom of the deck.
I can only imagine what that was.
Anyway, Laura
Yeah.
can't play a card. I am not playing a card.
It
Apollo,
is
you're
really
up next.
amusing, though, that you're all talking about how bad to lose morale is, considering.
Mm-hmm. Apollo, are you contributing a card?
Is everyone contributed their cards already?
No.
It's your turn.
Laura was first. She has no cards.
Oh,
I'm
right,
next.
sorry,
I'm not
sorry.
adding a card. Now it's you. There'll be 2 people after you.
Okay, well, how likely are we going to be passing this check?
I'm not answering
Don't
that
tell him.
question. Damn Cylon.
Well, I mean,
I
it
don't.
all affects how many cards I'm going to put in you. Because if I overspend on the deck, which I can at this point, you're just going to be, oh, you're definitely a silent. Then I'm going to spend another
Okay,
like
guys, how
3
was
or
your
4
week?
turns in the brig, like I did last time, and you're like, oh, you're a silent.
no
wait,
one has
Shen
played any
was the
cards
silent.
yet.
Oh
No one has played any cards yet, so obviously at this point we need some help to pass this.
no! Right, but how much? Because I've got very high level cards. Do I really need to put it down if someone else is going to be dropping?
I would say
I can help
put
out
one
a lot.
card. Yeah, I would say put
Okay.
1 card. You don't have to. No pressure.
No. I mean, it makes sense to. If you feel that it would be best for me to drop down a high roller,
Just play something.
Mhm.
okay.
I think Quill's
Or play something or not play something,
Quill's
but let's
fed up
move
with
it
the
on.
Cylon bullshit.
So I'm next,
So
right?
mean. So mean. Okay. Well,
He hasn't
I'm
actually added a
dropping
card
this-
yet.
I'm dropping a card down now.
Mhm.
Move to skill check.
Okay, so that's 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Hope we
Chief,
pass this.
Chief
Okay,
Marvin's
so
here.
I'm next.
Mhm.
Hold on. Yellow, green, and purple. Well, I'm going to help as much as I possibly can, although it pains me to discard one of these. All right, I'm going to help as much as I possibly can.
Is that you're helping a lot?
You probably don't need to.
Well, I obviously can't tell you the exact
Oh no,
number.
you've put one down.
No.
You
I can't pass this on my
probably-
own because that would be a bit crazy, but I am helping
It-
quite a bit.
Okay,
Would
are you
be
done?
unlikely.
No, I'm not done.
That you
Hold
could
on for a
put
moment. I
less.
don't
Oh my
want
goodness,
to click
he's put in
something
3
wrong.
cards.
Can you stop for a moment? Thanks.
What?
I need to decide. Hold on. I can't decide whether this card is good or bad. I need to read
If you've put in
Oh,
3
the
cards, you're
text. I
probably
need to
fine.
read the text. I need to focus for a moment.
Okay.
So give me a second. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm done. This one would be actually bad. I think it will be bad.
Yeah, because some of those skill checks don't necessarily affect a number, but could have a side
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah, this one
independent.
would definitely be bad. So I'm done. I added 3
And-
cards, and they will help quite a bit.
Hilo, you're last up.
All right, I'm gonna put 1
It's unlikely
and
you need
2.
to put much in
Ooh,
here.
I'm just
I
gonna
was
put
gonna say,
2
don't
just in
overkill this.
case. Just in case. I know
Okay.
we're gonna overshoot by a lot, but I'm done.
Yeah,
We're good.
we really are.
I wouldn't
at
be
this
so
one.
convinced that we will overshoot by a lot.
Play two and lose them
hey,
all.
what? Who would have expected a bad piloting card?
Whoa, what?
So we're at +2.
That is so
You'll
strange.
find a
Plus
really
5.
good card in there.
Wow.
Mm.
Plus 11.
Holy crap. Okay, we've overshot.
13.
As I said,
15.
Yeah.
16.
Wow.
Only 1 spike. It could have come from the deck of destiny. I don't know.
I think this was a net positive because if we failed, the current player would lose 8 cards. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
what
certainly
you said earlier.
Apollo is implying that 6 came from him. He's
Yeah.
trying to redeem himself.
I did to be
Well,
fair, it wasn't even like I'm
we aren't
doing it at the end.
supposed to
I
tell
was
directly.
flat out. No,
Hold
I
on,
know, but
that-
I was flat
isn't
out
it
saying.
against the rules to suggest what exact value of the card you added? That is
It,
against
it,
the rules.
it is. I mean, he didn't say specifically. He just said
But
there's
that's
a
against the
really
rules. You
powerful
aren't
card.
supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
that's
Maybe.
totally
At,
against
at
the
the beginning, I flat out said, I don't think any of you really need to put more in. You were saying, I need to stack this up. I was like, it would be very hard for you not to be able to pass this.
Well, no
based
offense,
on-
but you pretty much revealed yourself as a Cylon, and that's what a Cylon would say. Convince
okay.
the players
Well,
to not add any
okay,
positives
calm
after
down.
spiking.
Calm down.
Calm
We gotta
down,
move on.
my lord.
Look,
Can we finish the
I-
crisis, please?
Indeed.
Okay, so the next thing is we got to do the Raiders. So does that move them on the Cylon fleet board?
It does. Active player, Hilo, go ahead and roll a d8.
Got it.
And that will put 1 Raider in position 6. I'm just checking. It is 1. Yeah, just 1 in position 6. That advances the pursuit track, which does nothing. But they are halfway to jumping back in on us.
Okay.
And that's it for the crisis.
All right.
And
So next turn will be
probably
Laura, but we
the
have to put a
episode
cut
as
in here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Woo!
So thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time where, I don't know, more drama on the crisis.
Mhm.
Tons.
Take
See you
care,
next time.
everyone.
Take care.